10 backstage stories about The Undertaker WWE fans have to know. 10. Threatening Shawn Michaels. The Undertaker has often been considered the locker room leader in WWE, and that has been clear with a variety of stories from his career. He and Shawn Michaels are two men with a lot of respect for each other, but the Deadman puts the company over everything, which was the case at WrestleMania 14. There was a fear that night that Michaels wouldn't do the job for Steve Austin and put him over, but Undertaker wasn't going to allow that. He was backstage taping his hands and was prepared to fight Michaels if he didn't act professionally, which he thankfully did. 9. Putting Jericho in his place. When he found out he'd be facing Fandango at WrestleMania 29, Jericho rang Undertaker to complain and get advice on what to do. He taught Jericho that if he did the job in a match like this, the chances are he would be rewarded, and that's something that came true, as he claims that Vince McMahon paid him very well for that match. 8. Scared of cucumbers. Few people would be able to predict what it is that he is scared of, as The Undertaker fears cucumber, of all things. Paul would hide slices of cucumber in Undertaker's hat and gloves in a bid to freak him out, which is something only a few people could get away with. 7. Vince McMahon ribs the Deadman. Another person who could get one over on The Undertaker was Vince McMahon, as he was someone who might have respected him, but he was ultimately the boss. That led to the former WWE chairman pranking him after The Undertaker got stuck inside of his jacket during an episode of Raw. He was brought in for a Shawn Michaels appreciation night, and Undertaker just wanted to relax on his bus. He was requested to rehearse something, which frustrated Taker, and then he got to the ringside area where McMahon had the video on the Titantron repeating for the locker room to laugh at. 6. Choking out Kurt Angle. There are many stories from the infamous plane ride from hell, some of which are good and others that are horrendous. The WWE chairman was trying to take down Kurt Angle throughout the flight, looking to prove his masculinity. This led to them wrestling on the plane, which saw the two men messing around. While others knew it was a joke, their wrestling woke Undertaker up, who thought things were real, so he decided to choke Angle out as a means of helping his boss. 5. Learning from Jake Roberts. Undertaker himself was once a young wrestler that needed someone to learn from, and for him, that man was Jake Roberts. The legendary snake-wielding superstar is one of the greatest in history, so he is not a bad person to learn from. The two used to ride together alongside Paul Bearer, and Roberts has since revealed that Undertaker used those journeys to pepper questions at him in a bid to learn as much as he could. 4. After-hours entertainment. Wrestlers lived a rock-and-roll lifestyle during The Undertaker's main run with the company, and that is something that saw them drink and party a lot. At one point, Vince McMahon pulled him and requested he stopped attending strip clubs because it could be a bad look for the company. Of course, the Deadman is somebody that likes to go by his own rules as much as possible, and that led to him attending one of those environments that night where he would bump into Kevin Nash, with both men joking about not listening. 3. The love of wrestling. Wrestler's Court is something that has created many stories over the years, and because The Undertaker played such a key role in that, many of them also involve him. One that showed why he has so much passion for wrestling was when Brian Gewirtz was brought in for reportedly favoring certain talent. The Undertaker was on hand to dish out the punishment, but rather than being something cruel, he simply demanded Gewirtz wrote an essay about his love for professional wrestling. It was an interesting decision from the Deadman, and one that showed he truly wanted to learn about the new creative member. 2. A love of dominoes. The Undertaker might be visually scary, and he certainly commands a presence, but backstage in his own time he found fun in playing a simple game of dominoes. The Deadman and his group of friends known as the Bone Street Crew all used to do this a pastime, which is likely not what people would expect. It's something that he enjoyed and it helped the wrestlers when they were behind the scenes or on the road. 1. Comfort of a coffin. The coffin match is something that wrestling fans will always associate with The Undertaker, and he has been in plenty over the years with mixed quality. However, it isn't just on screen he has been linked with that, as backstage he once decided to take a nap in one while waiting for the show. Undertaker decided that was the comfiest location for a nap, and he went in and slept, which led to plenty of wrestlers surrounding him to see what was going on. But he no-sold them all when he got up and simply walked away.